Hello, my name is Peter Beggs. Investors Group have asked us for International Women's Day to showcase some women who have inspired us. I would like to showcase one particular young woman, Jennifer Linda Wynne. Jen is my daughter, whose birthday is coincidentally on March 8th, International Women's Day this year. But I nominate her for her accomplishments, her leadership, her giving personality, which she demonstrates daily. Jen was a competitive gymnast in Elite Ontario with 24 hours weekly in training plus weekend competitions. Jen still managed a busy schedule of gymnastics, school, and volunteering. She was determined, and despite the rigors of a difficult sport, never gave up learning. And she knew it could take hundreds of practices before a skill was ready for competition. Once, when Jen had a broken arm and wore a very big cast, she still trained. She cited there was still a lot to learn for skills on one arm. In high school, Jen volunteered as a prefect at St. Anselm's Church, a youth group who performed charitable work in the city of Toronto. They visited seniors' homes to read, play games, help the seniors in any tasks they might need help. She volunteered at the Good Shepherd Hostel, preparing and serving food, scrubbing floors, doing laundry. They planted trees and collected garbage in the Don Valley. They made lunches and delivered them to street people with blankets in both winter and summer. She helped at Christmas at the detox center where her mom worked. Jen willingly volunteered and was never afraid of hard work. Jen was also accomplished in high school, earning the Euclid Award for the top math score in Ontario, earning 100% in her final year in high school. Her math teacher, Mr. Romano, told me to write a book about Jen's leadership and behavior as a model to students. He cited her caring, class support, and mentoring as a teenager, and he asked that he be allowed to write the foreword if such a book was written. He wanted to say that Jen was a teen well-rounded, gentle but determined, charitable, always helpful, with a strong, demonstrated work ethic and leadership. In university, Jen attended the University of Waterloo School of Architecture. She would volunteer during work terms with organizations such as The Bus in Vancouver. The Bus helped street kids keep safe, stay in school, help with homework, give them something to eat, see counselors. Academically, Jen earned her bachelor and master's degree in architecture and passed the licensing exams, becoming a fully licensed architect in record time. The university library noted her thesis was the most requested in the library. It's worthwhile spending just a moment on her thesis. Architecture in Healthcare. While her mom battled breast cancer, Jen spent much time in the chemotherapy suite with her mom. While there, she studied how architecture could improve patient care. The hospital gave her full access to blueprints, access to staff for interviews, which provided much insight into how a hospital worked. Her thesis was approved at her dissertation without revision, a success not often bestowed by the university. Jen now works as an architect focused on healthcare design and execution and has spoken at many conferences about her work, insights, and vision, including going back to the chemo suite with her recommendations to the senior staff. Jen has also founded the first Canadian chapter of Women in Healthcare. This is an international organization whose mandate is to promote the professional development of women in the healthcare industry, to empower one of them another, to support growth and mentorship, to support business through sharing successful techniques, leads, contacts, products, and services. The content is geared towards women in administration, operations, facilities, and those that work with them. They provide content that furthers the individual's knowledge of industry-related fields and trends, enhances professional development tools, and gives a forum for personal growth. Jen is my role model. She's my inspiration. She's a young woman who cares about others, is always willing to jump in to help, and has demonstrated leadership for the betterment of women. She has taught me much about giving. She's accomplished in her education, work, leadership, and is highly regarded by her employer, Canon Design. I believe women, especially young women, would be inspired by her story. I'm inspired. And I'd like to introduce her to you so that if you meet her, you'll see her. Note the long hair. She's growing it to donate it to the chemo suite to make wigs. She's very special. Thank you for listening.